Take 3. Hi, low. Made that up myself. My name is Lew Hopson. My friends call me Lulu because I want them to. That kind of explains why I don't have a whole lot of friends. At any rate, I'm a screen actor, songwriter, author. I've been in a bunch of movies and TV shows. Twins, Red Heat, Down and Out in Beverly Hills, Jean-Claude Van Damme's Lionheart, Under Fire, Hill Street Blues, Falcon Crest, Internal Affairs, Star Trek. Yeah, I played like a Star Trek Kazon with the bird's nest hairdo and stuff. So I've done a bunch of movies and TV and like lyrics and stuff. So you would figure that with all that dialogue and lyrics and stuff, I would like have developed a great memory, right? At least a decent memory, right? Wrong. Wrong is red rain. My memory is so bad. My memory is so bad that I don't remember the last lie I told. So I'm like stuck. I'm like forced to tell the truth. Okay. So whatever you hear me say up here, because everything about me is a story, is true. It actually happened. Like, for instance, I'm born and raised in the west side of Chicago. Okay. I'm from Chicago. Anybody here from Chicago? Anybody been in Chicago in the wintertime? Right. Okay. So born, raised, bred, and fled on the west side of Chicago. I did 20 winters there. Okay. In a row. So I'm visiting there like a few years ago, several years ago. And this guy is visiting from out of town. He's visiting Chicago too. So he says, I hate to ask you this, but do you ever get used to Chicago winters? And I go, son, how in the world can you get used to somebody, a grown-ass man, slapping the hell out of you dead in your face as hard as he possibly can, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it? No, my friend, you do not get used to Chicago winter. Trust me. All right? But I'm the OG in the room. You can obviously tell I am the OG in the room. Ain't nobody here older than me. But they call me School. I ain't no fool. You take respect, I snap your neck. So anyway, enough of time travel. All right, so I was one of the first black students in the first physician assistant program in America at Duke University. Okay, so I graduated from Duke University, the physician assistant program. I come to California. I'm working in California as a physician assistant. Right. Okay, so I leave this situation in California to go to Houston, Texas, to be with my best friend Joyce Mixie Baker. Right. So anyway, when I'm here in Texas, when I'm there in Texas, as working as a physician assistant, so I run this dialysis center, okay? And at this dialysis center is a patient called Murphy Green. Now, Murph had a massive stroke, and it left him with like a partial facial paralysis that doesn't look like he was like grinning all the time, And he had this limp. He had the stroke had like left his left side kind of paralyzed, so he had this limp like the Hunchback in Notre Dame. Murph was messed up, but he had this sense of humor. Okay, the thing with Murph was when you got ready to put him on dialysis, he would go, "Nope, I won't go." And then we'd have to like wrestle with him gently, and persuade him and cajole him to finally get on dialysis, right? So once he's on dialysis, time to get off dialysis, same routine. Nope, I won't go. So one day, all the patients are lined up to get on the bus to go home, right? And Murph was not in the line. So the guy, the bus driver who was like getting the patients on the bus, he looks over his shoulder and down the road, like 3/4 of a football field, is Murphy Green. He was going right as fast as he possibly can limp going down the road. So the bus driver calls out, he goes, Mr. Green, come back. And Murphy goes, nope, I won't go. So, moral of the story is, here's the takeaway. If you have a friend or you know someone who is not doing something that you know and they know they should be doing because it's in their own interest, it's a good thing for them, and they're still not doing it on purpose, that person qualifies as doing a Murphy Green. Okay? So take that. Here's a little thing about my friends. Quality of my friends, okay? I had back surgery like 6 months ago, serious back surgery. And since back surgery, when I wake up, I'm laying on my stomach, right? And I'm sick as a dog because post anesthesia, right? So they have a little barf bag on my chin so that I don't throw up stomach contents, just in the bag. Well, it had a leak on the seal, okay? And stomach acid leaked out, burned my chin, So I'm telling Derek about this, and Derek goes, dude, says, anytime your stomach jumps up and eats your face, that's some serious surgery. I'm going, yeah, bro, you got a point there, for sure. So look, let me tell you about Joyce Baker, my best friend, okay? Joyce Baker is the oldest sister of my best friend, Lester Abrams, who co-wrote a song called Minute by Minute years ago. Any rate, she's visiting him from Houston, Texas. She's visiting him here in Hollywood at his apartment to celebrate his birthday. And I'm there, meet her. We get together just famously. We're sitting on the couch talking for hours and hours. We're totally oblivious to anyone or anything around us. We're just into each other, right? So 2, 3 o'clock in the morning comes, I get up, I'm ready to go leave the party, right? And she goes, where are you going? I said, well, I'm kind of famous for leaving the party early, because that's the way I avoid, the drugs and the drama and like that. She goes, sit down. We'll find something to talk about. She was right. We've been together since that night, okay? There was an earthquake, 5.3 while she was there, refrigerator rolling down the floor. So she goes, okay, going back to Houston, I ain't coming back to earthquake territory. So she goes back to Houston. A year later, I abandoned Hill Street Blues and Twins, Red Heat, and Down on Bills. I get up, take all my stuff, go to Houston, Texas, be with her for like years and years, right? And I was there for years. I'm all right. I wrote a song about it, and I'd like to borrow a line from who is it? In Living Color. The guy goes, I wrote a song about it. You want to hear it? Here it goes. Well, here's the pertinent paragraphs from that song. Best friend. I looked into your eyes when we first met. It was a Hollywood night I never will forget. And we've been together since that night. When you said, sit down, we'll find something to talk about. And you were right. And I've been in love with you since that very night. 'Cause you're my best friend. And I'll be yours until the very end. And I was. Joyce Mexie Baker passed 2016. And I returned to Hollywood, resumed my acting career. So I'm back, I'm black, and I ain't leaving again. Thanks for orgasming. Thanks for coming. Pax.